So now a lot of students, they get confused as to, on the exam, they may have only a positive cumulative Z table, and they probably need to find a negative value. As an example, let's suppose that you have this positive Z table on the actual exam, and you want to find a value of Z value. Let's say it is coming out to be negative 1.74. So how do you do that? Well, for this, you just have to understand that the normal distribution is a symmetrical distribution, right? So essentially, if you do not have a negative table and you cannot find the negative 1.74 on this, because over here, if you look at it, you just have all the positive values, right? So you need a negative table for that. So how do you find it from a positive Z table? That's what we'll talk about in this video. Now, essentially what you do is you go ahead and you try to find the positive 1.74 in this example. Okay. So essentially how it's going to look like is this. If you take this much area, this resembles the area to this positive side. Okay, both the area, it exactly matches, and hence when given a positive Z table on the exam, you can find the negative value very easily. How do you do that? Well, look at 1.74 on the positive Z table. So we have 1.7 here and 0.04 here, and wherever they match, right, wherever they intersect, so this is going to be the value which is positive 1.74 is 0.9591. Now, this is the value, as you can see here, it's to the left of it. So if I draw it here, it's going to look something like this. So if I take positive 1.74, 95% is this area. But are we looking to find this area or we want to find this area? Obviously this one, right? So what we do, we know that the normal distribution is entirely 100%. So we just subtract 1 minus this 95% or 0.9591. And if you just calculate this, somewhere about you will get 0.0409. That means this entire area is, I'll write it here. This entire area is 95.91%. And this area to the right, which is what we want to find, is 0.0409, or rather we can say that 4.09%. Okay, so that is what we have it here. Now, how do you find the negative value? Well, the negative 1.74 essentially is 0.0409 or 4.09%. How do you verify this? Well, let me take you to the negative Z value table. So this is the ZNT tables that I've created here. And if you look at the negative, the value of this, let me just find out the negative 1.7, negative 1.7 and 4, it is coming out to be this, which is the exact value which we all got right now from a positive Z table. So this is how you can go ahead and you can find the negative value. Now, the second use case will be, let's say that you want to find, so in the last example, we found that, okay, the negative 1.74. What if the Z value, you want to find that, okay, or the earnings per share, any value that you want to find, it is less than, so I'll write it here again. It is less than negative 1.74. That means we had to find this area and we just found it. Now, there could be another scenario. You want to find greater than 1.74. Essentially, you want to find this area towards the right of 1.74. So obviously it is towards the right. So this entire area, you want to find that. How do you do it? Well, it's very, very simple. You go to the Z table, as I said, you go to the positive Z table on the exam 1.74. You found that the entire area to the left is 0.9591, right? 1.7 4. So this is 0.9511. But this entire area is to the left of it, right? Now, how do you find to the right of it? Well, it's very simple. So we found to the right of it. Essentially, you can do it like this. I'll just delete this thing here. Essentially, what we are looking out is this. So if you want to find negative 1.74, this larger area, that is exactly what you got from the positive value. And this is going to be 0.9591. Okay, so this is how you find the negative area which is greater than 1.74. Otherwise, you can find this area and subtract 1 from it. You will effectively get 0.9591. Now, the third use case on the exam, that if you are given only a positive Z table, is that you want to find a Z value which is going to be in the middle. So, for example, let's say that you want to find negative 1.74 and let's say a positive, or rather let's take another value here. So we can say that negative 1.21, or here we have positive 1.74. Essentially, you want to find this area. So the Z value, or any value that you're looking out for, it has to be less than 1.74, but greater than minus 1.21. So this is the third combination that you need to find. Now, how do you do it? Again, it's very simple. Go to the positive 1.74. Positive 1.74, we know the value is 95%, 95.91. So this entire area to the left is 95%. Now, what do you do is, you just write it here, 95.91%. Now, what do you do is, you just need to find the negative value here, which is minus 1.21. So this area, you just find it from, go to the positive 1.21, 1.2, and 1. It is, so the positive table, it looks like this. Okay, I'll write it here, 1.21. The entire area to the left is 0.8869. But do we want to find this? No, we want to find this area, right? So what is going to be 1 minus 0.8869? If you just take that into the calculator, 1 minus that, it is coming out to be 0.1131. That means 11.31%. Well, so if this area is 11.31%, this entire area is 95.91. So essentially, if you want to find in the middle, what do? Take the entire area and subtract this much. 95 minus 11.31%. Whatever the answer that you get, that is going to be this specific area that you wanted to find. Okay, so this is how, using the positive Z values, we can find any negative value, right? Any negative Z values on the exam.